The headlines: fire leaves 5 without a home. 50% of QEH meals are discarded, the hospital responds. And the Barbados Tridents sign A.B. de Villiers. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, February the 11th, 2016.
Private and public sector leaders, Barbados' best employers, BBE, is back. Organisations, large or small, private or public sector, enter BBE 2016 now. Benefit from an independent staff survey and much more. All interested in improving staff engagement and productivity, here is the catalyst to get you moving. Our theme, maximising productivity, building a better Barbados. To enter, visit our website or call us at Caribbean Catalyst.
Five people are seeking emergency housing after fire destroyed one home and damaged another at Reedland at Goodland in St. Michael. The home of Verda Bab and her 3 sons was where the fire started and was razed to the ground. Grandy Bab was treated at the scene and taken to hospital by ambulance after receiving face burns when he tried to salvage some of their family's possessions. The adjacent home of Marcel Griffith and a workshop operated by Tyrone Bab were damaged. A truck also sustained heat damage. The local ice cream business is booming. Manufacturers BICO are reporting a 15% increase in pre-tax profits. General Manager Joanne Pooler said profits were also up in the food service division by 14% on the back of the launch of the Breaks brand catering supplies to the hospitality sector. The figures were also helped by a drop in energy costs of 13% since the switch to solar electricity.
It's very interesting given the doom and gloom that's been in the environment over the last few years to actually see a 15% increase in profit. So we are very, very pleased with that. One of the important factors in there is the increase in the food service division. We've been increasing our food service range for some time, and more recently we launched the Breaks products. All food service sizes aimed towards restaurants and hotels and catering businesses. So that has done extremely well. That division had an increase in sales of 14%.
The Queen Elizabeth Hospital is hoping to slash meals wastage by almost 10% with Wednesday's launch of a mealtime volunteer program. 17 women have been trained and will provide assistance to patients who most need help during mealtime. Acting Administrative Dietitian Michelle Carrington said a 2013 study showed plate waste, that is the amount of food discarded, stood at 50% and was highest among the elderly. Director of Support Services Louise Bob said the volunteers will fill the gap as nurses are called to perform other duties.
It is therefore incumbent on us to ensure that our patients, particularly the elderly and the very, very ill, receive the assistance required at meal times. Staffing challenges, though, and ever-increasing clinical demands can hamper our intentions in this area. In an article by Dr. Charles Butterworth in 1974, malnutrition was notoriously described as the skeleton in the hospital closet. The QEH Mealtime Volunteer Program will bring that skeleton out of the closet and slay it.
Digicel, which is marking its 12th anniversary, says it has attracted new customers since deciding not to pass on the government-imposed VAT on mobile calls. Chief Executive Officer Connor Looney did not offer figures to back up his claim when he took part in anniversary celebrations at the Colonnade Mall in Bridgetown.
So yeah, we celebrate today our 12th anniversary, going back to the 11th of February in 2004 when we launched in Garrison Savannah. There were tens of thousands of people there enjoying a fantastic launch event, and over the course of 12 years we have brought on 200,000 customers to the Digicel network, and we've definitely seen more customers come over to bigger and better since the beginning of January. Obviously the gesture we made in terms of absorbing the increased VAT on mobile services for prepaid and postpaid plan subscribers has meant more people can avail of the best value with Digicel, and their credit lasts longer with the bigger and better network.
Mr. Looney said it was important for Digicel to give back to Barbados in the year when the country is marking its 50th independence anniversary. Rihanna has become the first artist to surpass more than 100 million cumulative digital singles in the United States. The Recording Industry Association of America made the announcement. The recording industry's digital single certifications count download sales and on-demand streams in the U.S. Sport now. South African batsman A.B. de Villiers is the biggest acquisition in the new-look Barbados Tridents for this year's Caribbean Premier League. He will join the returning Kieran Pollard and Shoaib Malik. Missing this time will be Dwayne Smith, Shakib Al Hassan and Riyad Emrit. Barbadian Raymond Reefer, who has played for other franchises, will join the Tridents for the first time. The signing of de Villiers comes just days after BJ Malia, owner of the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the Indian Premier League, bought the Tridents for what Indian media say is a franchise fee of $4 million. De Villiers plays for the Challengers. For the full list of players, log on to nationnews.com. Meanwhile, the CPL has announced that the league will stage 6 games in the United States this year. West Indies recorded a hard-fought 3-wicket win over host Bangladesh to set up Sunday's final against India in the Under-19 Cricket World Cup in Dhaka. All-rounder Shamar Springer of Barbados orchestrated the win with an unbeaten 62 off 88 balls and 2 wickets for 36 runs, as the young Caribbean side reached 230 for 7 in 48.4 overs after restricting Bangladesh to 226 for 9. Springer hit the winning runs and did his trademark dance, which has captivated spectators. Shimron Hetmaya also played a big part in a crucial chase with 60 off 59 balls, and pacer Kimo Paul took 3 wickets for 20, as Bangladesh never really got going after winning the toss. And finally, a goat has been arrested in India and is facing up to 7 years in prison for grazing on a neighbor's lawn. Police in a central Indian province confiscated the animal, which has been described as a repeat offender. It has been reported that the animal is facing the same time as its owner, who was also arrested. It seems the offending neighbor has tried repeatedly to get the goat to stay away, but on this occasion it scaled the wall and ate flowers and vegetables. The neighbor, who is a local magistrate, filed the case against owner and goat. That's the bleeding end to Nation News for Thursday. For more Nation News, log on to nationnews.com or follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Weekend Nation on Friday or subscribe to our e-paper.